I just thought I'd come on here and clear some things up in regards to what you may or may not have seen on social media today. I'm away up in Yorkshire for a couple of days, and then coming back for the match tomorrow. With family, expecting a quiet one. Um, as you guys that have followed Talking Wall since I've started have known, and maybe I should have always expected this to happen, but you would have known that I've tried to be as honest with you, as genuine and authentic with you as I can. And I believe I've done that since day one of the channel coming into place. Yes, I've spoken about rumors and links, but in regards to stories, I've never bullshitted really. I've never sort of gone out my way to create a fake story, as many people, other pages may well have done over time or jumped on things. I believe everything that I post or talk about on this channel, I've at least done a little bit of background information on and tried to give you as much information on as possible. So to have today what I've seen is a little bit annoying and frustrating, especially when it's coming from one of our own players. Um, I don't know why I'm so stressed out about this either. I think people within the club probably aren't bothered about this, which I suppose is good in a way because maybe they're on my side a little bit more with this. But today you may or may not have seen Matheus Cunha put out a post that he very, very quickly deleted, which I'll put on the screen now. Now, even with this, I spent 10, 20 minutes before posting anything about it to find out if it was legit, because all the screenshots that I'd seen may well have been faked. And then I saw many screenshots with different time frames on them at the top of the post. So I knew this was a legit post. This is something Matheus Cunha had actually posted. And then went on to post it on Talking Walls, which I have done for the last 7 years to keep Wolves fans up to date with what's going on in and around Wolves. I did a video a couple of weeks ago on Matheus talking about his article. And obviously the headline post from that article was that he wanted to move on. He wanted to become more successful. He wanted to win trophies. That's fine. I understand that you want to progress your career. I didn't agree with the timing of it, which I explained. But once again, he used the Talking Walls post to post on his social media and dig us out and basically saying it's all fake news. It's not fake news. You said that. I'm just reporting on what you said. If you saw the video, which I did a couple of weeks ago, I was actually quite supportive of his points of view at the start. I was even supportive of Gary O'Neill at the start. And then I dug in and spoke about what I thought on his opinion. And today, unfortunately, Matheus has bitten back at our Instagram post. I can't remember word for word without flagging it up somewhere else. But again, I'll post his comments on the screen. One of him laughing, obviously, which is absolutely fine. One of him believing that Talking Walls are spreading fake news, basically to throw dirt on his name. One comment which he deleted about me wanting to marry him. Me and Matheus, I'll happily marry you if I can get involved in that will of yours, or you can pay me off or whatever. No problem at all. At least ask me out first. But we had a little bit of back and forth. As of right now, he's not responded to the second comment that I made. But basically, I said to him, all I'm doing, Matheus, is reporting on things that you're putting out there. I'm not creating any BS. I'm talking the truth and I'm talking facts. This is what you have said. And he's basically saying, I'm not using it, he's like, you're using your opinion, it's fine, this, and this. If it's fine, why are you biting? Why are you bothered? Seriously, this guy needs some sort of social media manager, because he should not be posting the things that he's posting if he's going to get hurt and hung up about it. And look, I've had a couple of people message me saying, why are you pushing our best football player out of the club? Ultimately, he was going to do it already. But I don't expect to be spoken to as if I'm creating this real bad image about Matheus Cunha, when for the last 2 years I've waxed lyrical about him on this YouTube channel, and I've posted just nothing but positive things and stats. I even said on the overlap, which at the moment, not to sort of make my, grow my head any bigger, I even said on the overlap before Christmas that I believe Matheus Cunha was one of the best players in the Premier League, and I backed it up with stats. So there's no hate between me and this guy. I just disagree with what he's done. I've talked about what he's done. It's up to you guys to decide. There's not a side to be on, obviously, but up to you guys to decide what you think is right or wrong. There's no sort of personal vendetta between Talking Walls and Matheus Cunha, and he should know that. And Like I said, no one from the club has spoken to me. Matheus has got open DMs with me because he's messaged us before. He could message me, and he hasn't done that. So, I think personally, if he had a problem with what I posted earlier on today about his story, he should have messaged me saying, "Look, I fucked up with this. Can you delete it?" And you know what I would have said? Yes, absolutely fine. I've posted things before that Wolverhampton Wanderers have not wanted me to post. They messaged me, said, "Dave, if you don't mind, this shouldn't be out there." And guess what I've said? Yes, absolutely fine. Not once have I put Talking Walls ahead of Wolverhampton Wanderers once they've contacted me. Because there's so many things that I've put out there or kept quiet that I could have easily said, you know what? Why don't I put Talking Walls or why don't I put Dave as a party first for once? And I haven't. I've backed up this club from day one. From day one I'm supporting them. From day one I'm supporting Talking Walls as well. So I just want to talk about that as such and that I don't agree with what Matteo said. Thankfully, I think a lot of people can see what he's doing is absolutely stupid, but he just needs to keep his mouth shut. I don't understand what he's doing. I said even yesterday on the match preview, if he comes on the pitch in a Wall shirt, I will support him, and we shouldn't boo or shouldn't jeer him. I stick with that, by the way. We should never do that if he's coming on the pitch. But he's just digging himself a hole now. And will he reply to me? Maybe. Will I get some sort of response? Maybe. The club may even get in touch with me. I don't know. But I just think it's daft from Matheus Cunha, and it's going to get jumped on by other people. But I just wanted to do this video to talk about that. As you can see, I'm a bit flushed because I'm a bit stressed out about it. I don't like confrontation. I really don't. And what I've said to him, I don't think was wrong. I've just said to him, mate, you're posting things, I'm reposting them, and you're having a go at me for doing so. So if you don't want something to be out there, just don't say it, full stop. And what he did last week was do a video to try and deflect it all. He then started posting loads of things after the matches saying, "Oh, well done, lads. Yes, well done, team." And he's done the exact same thing today, posting, "Yes, can't wait to be back in action," and different pictures. I'm not daft. If you cannot handle the heat, get out the kitchen, log out of your Instagram account, or give it to someone else who can handle it for you. Because you should not be responding to people like that, especially if you're going to bite at people that have supported you pretty much through thick and thin anyway. But that's all, guys. Fingers crossed it's 3 points of Walls. All focus on that tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend. I'll try and enjoy the rest of my weekend away. And yeah, I'll see you soon.